back to another KML interview. Today we have my man Brandon Wimbush on with us. Brandon, please give us a little background information on yourself before we get started.
Yeah, man. Well, appreciate you having me, and excited to be here and talk to you about my life a little bit. But I'm originally from the northern parts of New Jersey. Went to a Jesuit school there in Jersey called St. Peter's Prep, and then had
Questions a little. Being a 4-star recruit coming out of high school, what was your recruiting process like?
um, it was unique, I guess you can say. It was obviously before the name, image, and likeness opportunities, but it was awesome. I got to take a couple of visits, official visits to the likes of Stanford, Notre Dame, Penn State, where I was committed to, Ohio State, Miami. Got to talk with a bunch of coaches, be on these official visits with guys like Saquon Barkley, and really get the full experience. Right, I think I would have taken more official visits if I had the opportunity to, or just looking back retroactively. But the recruiting process was great. I wasn't a big social media guy, so I wasn't out tweeting every offer that I had, but it was more let me evaluate the intangibles of these schools and find a place that I could call home.
Yeah, definitely. Now, did any schools like offer you accessories or things to come there?
No, can't throw anybody under the bus either. But no, nobody offered me anything. I wasn't one of those guys that was asking for anything else under the table at that time, right? I think the days have changed, and even though NIL is not supposed to be used for inducement, it has been just transparently. But no, I was never somebody who wanted to take anything. My family, my mom never wanted or asked for any other additional benefits. So, and no coaches ever offered me that.
Nice. So you ended up picking Notre Dame, is that correct, or Penn State?
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
I was committed to Penn State and then decommitted and went to Notre Dame.
Now, what made Notre Dame feel like it was the right choice for you?
I think it was a good transition. I don't want to say easy. Nothing was easy about transitioning from high school to college, but from the standpoint of the spiritual aspect of both schools, my high school being a Jesuit and then going into a Catholic school, and the prominence of spirituality at Notre Dame is very profound. So that was something that I valued, and then being able to play football at a high level and also academically take on a challenge, which I surely did at Notre Dame, was two things that I valued again. And then just the storytelling from everybody who else was affiliated with the university and how powerful the network was were things that I was looking for in the program.
Mm-hmm. Now, from your experience with the recruiting process, what would your advice be to other athletes?
Yeah, I think my advice for the recruiting process is to genuinely look at the culture, the history, have conversations with folks who are in a position that you eventually want to be in, whether that's a CEO alumni or a tech founder who just graduated or somebody who's in the NFL. Right, get different perspectives from people who graduated from that school and have conversations. And then my last piece of advice would be, unless you're like the top one athlete, then don't choose a school based on a coach, right? Because that coach can up and leave at any point of their career.
Yeah. Now, in the recruiting process, do these schools fake it?
Do they fake it?
Yeah, like I've been on trips and they like put on a show for you guys.
Yeah. I mean that's the job, right? So that's why you got to kind of go underneath the I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is, but not the surface level, right? See what's underneath the surface
Yeah.
with a lot of these schools, and that's what conversations will do for you, because absolutely, it's like an interview process where everybody's gonna have their best face on.
Yeah. Now, how was your college experience?
It was good. Got everything out of it that I wanted to get out of it. Obviously, didn't have the chance to go play in the NFL, which is one thing that um, came up short on, but it made me who I am today. And going through those trials and tribulations, getting benched after being 12-3, and um, it's all part of my story, and I'm grateful for it. But all the other components of my career at Notre Dame was exactly what I was hoping for in terms of meeting the people that I wanted to meet, having a network that now continues to support me through my other endeavors, um, the spiritual aspect, right? Continuing to stay close to God, um, everything else that I could ask for.
It's awesome. Uh, what was your highlight of college?
It's a good question. I think graduating was one. Beating USC and Michigan combined was two. Um, and yeah, I think graduating with my accounting degree was really difficult, and I can highlight that as my primary accomplishment.
Now, if you could go back, would you change anything?
No, man, I'd keep it the exact same. And I think in life, um, yeah, I don't think I would change anything. I'm here today for a reason,
Yeah.
and in the position that I am for a reason. And everything that happened over those 4 years is what has me here today. So, um, you
Hmm.
know, you obviously wish you could have fulfilled your dreams of playing on Sundays, right? And that's any competitor wants to continue to rise up to the highest level of competition, and that obviously didn't happen for me. But there's nothing else that I would have changed.
Now, you not fulfilling that goal of yours, were you like depressed about it at all?
No, nope. I had other plans. God had other plans for me. Um, I knew I'd be okay because I did everything else that I needed to do to put myself in a position to be successful off the field. So I was never depressed about it. Maybe a little sad that didn't come true, but I mean, through the process of even trying to attempt to go play in the NFL, I met so many more great people. Had experiences in my life that I would have never had if I didn't have that opportunity. So nope.
Now, to go into your brand a little, make sure I say it right. Is it mogul or module?
Mogul.
Mogul. What exactly is that? If you could tell the viewers.
Mogul is a name, image, and likeness technology solution provider that offers marketplace education and compliance um, capabilities to athletes, universities, agents, um, collectives. Um, so, we're doing a lot, but it's primarily a marketplace that connects athletes to brands for endorsements. And then we built out a compliance solution for universities.
So, what brands are you like working with at the moment, and athletes?
We have about 1,500 brands on the platform. Some of the more recent ones that we've worked with are Crash Bandicoot, or Activision Blizzard to be exact, Toyota, Allbirds, Applebee's. Um, those are some of the bigger ones. And then we have about 7,000 athletes on the platform currently.
Now, do you pick out those athletes, or they just like fill in like a questionnaire?
No, it's an open marketplace, right? So any athlete who's a part of a collegiate team and program can join the mobile platform.
Uh, and so, let's say an athlete joins it. What goes on from there?
They join the platform, they create a profile inclusive of everything that they want a brand to know about them, essentially a digital resume. Upload your social media statistics and links, and then you sort and you can source campaign opportunities on the mobile platform and apply to them. And then if the brand wants to work with you, then they'll hire you for that campaign, and you can communicate back and forth with the brand through the mobile app.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, who's the biggest athlete you have with a mogul?
We did a campaign with Dorian Thompson-Robinson,
Okay.
who's the quarterback at UCLA. We've done campaigns with big-time HBCU athletes, Monet Davis. But really any athlete is accessible for us. We work closely with agents as well. So some of the top agents and agencies that represent these athletes, we've done work with as well. So yeah.
So what's like your part in the take of Mojo, Mod, Mojo? Like what do you
Mobile.
do? Yeah, mobile. What exactly do you
What is, say the question again?
like? What exactly are you doing for the brand? Are you doing all the work behind the scenes, or you're like finding these athletes, finding these agents?
Yeah. I mean, I'm the co-founder, so I founded the company.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I do a lot, from finding athletes, marketing the platform, working with agents, working with universities, and then management of our team as well.
Now, is there for my last question for the night? Is there any advice you have for athletes who want to get into NIL, or just athletes who want to play at the next level?
What year are you
I'm a junior,
in college?
high school.
High school? Got it. Um, uh, is there any advice? Um, yeah, for NIL, yes, tons. Just continue to put yourself out there, do what you're doing. Kudos to you. Um, Putting yourself out there, becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable, whether that's being on social media, figuring out what you like to do, um, and kind of diving in on that, right? I think I didn't do that until recently, and not being afraid to do that. But that's the only way you're going to land brand deals, right? Is if like you're using products that you really love to use and you're genuinely showing them that you love to use their product, or you continue to do that hobby that you love to do, and a brand is aligned with that hobby and they want to sponsor you, right? So figuring out what you love to do other than your sport, and understanding that NIL is an opportunity to really develop professional skills. I think that's going to take you a long way.
Yeah. Now, just the last question. When you were in college, did you do any? Was there NIL yet?
No, so I just missed out, man.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I just missed out like 2 years, so pretty bad.
Yeah. I just want to thank you, Brandon, for taking your time to do this interview. I wish nothing the best for you and your brand, and hopefully one day I could be an athlete for it.
Awesome. What sport do you play?